Hey y'all, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Tiffany Epiphanies. I'm your host, Tiffany Black, and I have an incredible show for you guys today. So I like to craft my topics based upon what people ask me the most. And a lot of times people ask me why I moved to LA, and then why I moved to Atlanta from LA, and then why I moved back to LA from Atlanta. That's a lot to say. And today I'm going to take you guys into my reasoning behind being bicoastal and how I make it work for me. If you love my hairstyle, make sure you check the links below. I've already done a hair tutorial for you and it's super easy. Like 6 minutes easy, I swear. Scout's honor. Before we get into today's show, I'm going to send you guys right over to Thought Topics. Let me ask you something. Have you ever heard of the reality show Keeping Up with the Real Hip Hop Housewives of Love Flavor? You're going to find out what it is today. It's one of my favorites. Thought Topics. I'm Tiffany Black. Welcome to Thought Topics. I throw in a jacket. I've realized what I like most about reality TV shows, and it isn't the drama, it isn't the fighting, it's the confessionals.
I'm not surprised Shira got into a fight last night at the club. I'm used to this kind of behavior. The doctor said she was a maniac depressant and bipolar. I just thought she was turned.
What's up, y'all? My name is Shira. You may know me as the baby mama of the infamous music mogul DJ Bullet, but I came out here to pursue my dreams of being a singer. Y'all gonna hear me at the top of the charts.
What's up? I'm Kenny. I'm Shira's boyfriend. And you know, I'm a hustler on the block making money every now and then. I do what I gotta do to make sure my baby's straight. And she tell me a lot about her baby daddy treating her bad even though they're not together, and that makes me mad. So I'm mad.
This girl is crazy. Now she got the damn cops knocking at my door, and my daughter's in the back. I got friends and I got businesses and I got money. I got everything riding on this new deal. If she this up for me,
What's up, everybody? I'm Dylan. I just moved out here because I just got signed to DJ Bullet's new record label, and I'm just out here to pursue my dream. But the thing is, I keep running into with his baby mama. I just want this girl to stay in her place, and that's it.
Now, I may have a little temper, but I'm gonna do everything to get my baby back home with me where she belongs.
Me and Shira been dating for 6 months now. That's my baby. I love her. She love me. So anything that's wrong with her is wrong with me.
So I'm going to the spot to meet with Bullet. I really don't even want to do this, but I gotta do what's best for my baby. He gonna take her away if I don't. So we gonna go to the spot and talk about what happened last night.
all I know is I've been sitting on this order of protection for 5 months now. But I gotta make sure it's the right thing for my daughter. So I'm gonna meet up with her and see where her head's at today. If she does the right thing, I'll keep her in Nyla's life. If she don't, I'm taking Nyla and I'm splitting.
Thanks for tuning in to Thought Topics. We'll see you next week. Wasn't that stupid? So one of the things that sparked today's show is that I recently learned that Georgia is now the #1 location for filming movies in the world. So when it came down for me to figure out where I was going to live, I had some decisions to make. So when I graduated from college, I already knew that I wanted to go into acting. Even though my degree was in communication, I was already working in news and TV. So I've been applying for jobs in news, but I only auditioned for one acting school. And I didn't get any of those jobs. I mean, I was going ham with my job search, and I didn't get any of them. But I did get into the one acting school. So then I had to decide between LA and New York. Turns out, I'm not a girl for snow. I was born by the river. I like being by water. I like the sun. I like the sunshine. New York was not going to work for me, so I figured LA would be the right move. And I was working for Essence, doing a bunch of odd jobs, audience work. I was unemployed. Like, I came out here with a car and left with 2 suitcases. Like, I didn't have anything. I'm an actor. I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm not getting any traction in LA, so where do I go from here? And I did notice that I had an agent then. I was actually signed to Norwood Talent Agency. Ray J and Brandy's mom had, well, their parents really had an agency. And my point was this amazing lady named Raven Harrell, God rest her soul. And I was talking to her about moving to Atlanta just because I was able to send auditions there. She kept, every time I would self-tape, I would send the auditions to Atlanta. And I was just thinking, if I go to Atlanta, If I can get in the room, show a little pizzazz, maybe I can book something. It's closer to home. I can get there if I need to. Graduations, just anything. If I want to get home, it was so hard to do because I was so broke in LA and Florida was so far. It was like 3,000 miles away. So she gave me her blessing. I kept praying about it, thinking about it, asking people about it. Nobody really thought it was a great idea, but the last thing that I read before I actually decided to move was this little book called Who Moved My Cheese. I will also leave a link in this video for you to watch the animated version, and it's excellent for kids, businesses, companies, whatever. I got on a buddy pass for Southwest because I knew they would let me check my bags for free, and I just went ahead and moved home. I was only supposed to be back home in Florida for like 3 months, but I ended up being there for like 8, but I saved up enough money and I finally made it to Atlanta. And when I got to Atlanta, like, things just changed. Like, there's just so much fever in Atlanta. There's just so many people that are just willing and trying to make something of themselves, and that's what I love about Atlanta. You throw a rock in LA, you will hit an actor. You throw a rock in Atlanta, you're gonna hit an entrepreneur. And I just grew so much as a woman. I grew so much as in just learning to believe in myself. People in Atlanta really believe in their own hype. I know people who sell hair. I know people who have their own makeup lines. I know people who got their own production companies, people who sell cupcakes, people who are just mobile notaries. You can get your nails done without having to go to somebody Asian. Like, you can really keep your dollar black in Atlanta because there's so many black entrepreneurs there, and I love that about Atlanta. And I caught that entrepreneurial spirit. And if you're an artist and you know that it's freelancing, being an artist, you basically eat what you kill. So being in a place like Atlanta just really taught me to hone into my craft, believe in myself, invest in myself, and just keep going for it. So anyway, once I get in Atlanta and I'm finally able to catch my stride, I end up getting a stand-in job on Survivor's Remorse. And that was the most amazing thing for me. It really allowed me to watch amazing actors like Tashina Arnold. I finally get out and start networking. I originally planned to be in Atlanta for like 6 months, and I thought I was just gonna come up in the spot and be popping. I was gonna book everything. I came from LA, I'm trained, I'm finna be this big star. Didn't work like that. I was in Atlanta for like 3.5 years, and I only planned to be there for 6 months. But it was time well spent, and I wouldn't change 1 second of it. Once I got to Atlanta and things started popping off, I had friends in LA ask me should they move to Atlanta, and I was like, some of y'all is the same people that told me not to move. So I wrote this book, The LA Actor Conquers the Atlanta Market. So if you are interested in becoming a working actor in the Southeast region, make sure you pick this up. It's available on Amazon. They have Prime shipping. You can get it within 2 days. So I will leave this in the link below along with my hair tutorial. So while I was in Atlanta, I ended up writing this short film called The Gram, and that really changed my career. It let me know that I can actually produce something that's good, something that people can relate to, something that I don't mind watching again. It made me decide to take writing a whole lot more seriously because I had been writing. You know, I had been writing for Essence, and I had written my plays, and I had written short films and produced those as well. But The Gram was probably my best work, and it got such a great response that I decided that I really wanted to lean into screenwriting and make that a part of my career in entertainment. And I know that I couldn't do that in Atlanta. Most of the writers' rooms and the TV shows that are developed, they are developed in LA, but then they go to Atlanta only to film, which is why it's great to be an up-and-coming actor. Now that I'm back in LA, I'm a part of the Writers Guild. I actually got my acceptance letter today, and I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Something I've been working on for years, and I finally got it. That's why I decided to come back. If you are interested in getting into acting, I suggest you tune in next week. So if you're thinking about living between Atlanta and LA, leave me a comment below. I want to know how your journey is going, and let me know if you want to have any other information from me, if there's anything else I can do to help. Please like and subscribe. Y'all know I like to end every episode with an epiphany, and this epiphany is settle for more. Thank y'all for tuning in to Tiffany Epiphanies. I'll see you next week.
Tiffany, last name Hustle, baby. Tiffany, last name Hustle, baby. Tiffany.